Hey gamers, it's K-Wing here, and now you're reviewing with power. Since Christmas is a month away, you parents out there are probably wondering what to get your kids. Well, all this month I'll be reviewing the big guns for the Nintendo Wii this Christmas. First on my list is the latest Star Wars game based on the hit Clone Wars TV show on Cartoon Network. So sit back and relax as I highlight Star Wars The Clone Wars Lightsaber Duels. This is Review 87, if you're keeping track. Chances are most of you have seen the Clone Wars pilot in theaters back in August. Now, Anakin Skywalker has been assigned his own Padawan, but does not retain the title of Jedi Master, which upsets him greatly. The Jedi Council sends the two on a mission to rescue Jabba's child. The Republic hopes that if they can save Jabba's kid, then they will aid the Republic against Dooku. The remainder of the missions in this game are based after the Clone Wars TV show. Mainly the first season, anyway. Star Wars The Clone Wars Lightsaber Duels is a fighting game, where the object of the game is to defeat your opponent. The game consists of 4 difficulties, from Youngling to Grand Master. Clone Wars makes full use of the Wiimote as a lightsaber, and isn't too shabby for capturing the awesomeness. Lightsaber Duels has a few modes for the player. You have Campaign or Story Mode, where you play as the Jedi and the story is based after the Clone War. Up next is Challenge or Mission Mode, where the objective of each mission is to complete it by following the rules. This in turn helps you to unlock hidden characters and other stuff. Free play allows you to play any stage you want at any given time. Battle lets you duke it out in an arcade-style fighting game. There are no cutscenes in this mode, but plenty of hidden goodies throughout. Quick play, you can't choose your character and you just play the game. And finally, there is 2-player mode, which actually changed my initial scoring for this game, but I'll talk about that later. Here, 2 players can slug it out either as Jedi versus Jedi, or as the Sith versus Jedi. Finally, a game that I can really swing a lightsaber. Well, sort of. You can swing the Wiimote up or down, or left to right. Stabbing is when you thrust the Wiimote forward. When you swing, make sure you try not to waggle the remote too much, unless of course you don't want to use combos. To block, hold in the B button. While blocking, you can parry your opponent by moving the Wiimote in the opposite direction. Evading is done with the A button, and the C button is your force lift. This is actually a lot of fun. Once the object is floating in the air, you can throw at your opponent by flicking the nunchuck either left or right. It's that easy. To do a force push, hold in the Z button and push the nunchuck forward. You can also add force power to your attack by holding in the Z button and swinging the Wiimote. Each character has their own special move too. For a Wii fighting game, the gameplay isn't too bad, although you can only make use of the Wiimote and not the classic controller. Sometimes during the battle you will bring up one of 3 minigames. This is kind of like a quick draw. All you need to do is follow the direction. This game follows pretty closely to the hit TV show, and that's not a bad thing. The characters in this game look very close to what you see on the show. LucasArts did that on purpose to make you feel more connected to the game and the show. All the battles take place in real time, and each stage has its own fully destructible environments and lots of stuff going on in the backgrounds, from clones fighting droids to epic space battles and even a space station crashing into a planet's atmosphere. The use of textures and backgrounds is most impressive. Not only can the environments be destroyed, but there are certain stages that can hurt the fighters too. You heard me right, stage hazards. So not only do you have to be on guard while you're fighting, but you have to pay attention to the stage itself. That really makes the fight a lot more interesting. This time around, I had a hard time picking a favorite stage. It's between the trains inside Grievous' ship and of course this stage with all the lava, because you have like those electrical hazards. The background is just stunning, the lighting effect is great, and I just really like those 2 stages. In Lightsaber Duels, not only do you have dozens of clones and droids yelling, giving orders, shooting, and dying, but you have battles and explosions on top of all that, plus the sound effects from the lightsabers, the force lightning, and everything else. The sound effects make the action a lot more exciting and adds to the game. The voice acting is really well done, and it helps that these guys are seasoned vets, like from the 80s and 90s, especially the Transformer Soundwave who plays Count Dooku. These actors really made these characters come to life in my opinion. This game also allows for numerous conversations while in battle with over 1,000 recorded dialogue. depending on who you're fighting and what stage. The music is the only thing that wasn't very good for me. They should have stuck to John Williams' score, but that's just me, I guess. Lightsaber Duels is based after the hit TV show Star Wars: The Clone Wars on Cartoon Network, with over 100 episodes in the works. Anyway, it was important for LucasArts to capture the look and feel of the TV show for the Wii and DS games, so the developers did all they could to make the gamer feel like they were in the Clone Wars universe. Now, Lightsaber Duels gives the players the ability to wield the lightsaber like never before. The ability to pick up the Wiimote and hack away is easy for anybody to play this game. This game was built from the ground up, and it's one of the better fighting games for the Nintendo Wii to date. But it's not the first fighting game in the Star Wars series. That title goes to Masters for the PlayStation, and it was a terrible game, but it was the only Star Wars fighting game for its time. You know you wanted to play as Luke and beat up old Solo. With the reveal of the Wiimote in 2005, LucasArts had the idea to make a lightsaber game for the Nintendo Wii, also known as the Revolution back then. Shortly after the announcement of a possible game, a fan made a trailer showing two lightsabers battling. LucasArts said a Wiimote lightsaber game would come in 2007. Sadly, this was LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga, and fans were very upset. Then they changed their minds and said that The Force Unleashed would be the lightsaber game, and they'll include a dual mode. At E3 2008, Nintendo talked about the brand new lightsaber game for the Wii. Then Nintendo announced Wii Motion Plus to fully complete the Wiimote, and LucasArts was angry at first, but then announced that a new lightsaber game was coming in 2009.